Check. People are going. Me definitely not gonna stay long today. Me definitely not gonna stay long. Me don't even wait till everybody come in. Me I just juggle, you know. First, I just want to say good afternoon to the item, blessings and respect, or good evening, or, you know, wherever you are. We know that people all over listen, and there is a time difference in certain locations. So big up on yourself anyone today, you know. Just want to share a couple of things with you today before, we juggle, you know. Some of you, a few of you, noticed that you haven't seen Java in the chat, recently, and, from Tuesday till yesterday. And I said, yo, Java the show right now, whatever this one. Unfortunately, we something go down, you know, and one of Java's children, her 14-year-old, unfortunately, died. Died from a drowning. He drowned. In Jamaica. Again, Java experienced a terrible loss. Her baby. The last one, they're always your baby. And when them get older, they're still your baby, 14-year-old. Unfortunately, passed, in Jamaica. Drowned. As they say, you hear it all the time, like, no parent should bury their child type of thing, So I can't even, I can't even imagine, what she must be experiencing now, and except to say it's really rough on her. And it's rough on Garnet too, who's the father. And it's rough on their entire family, Java is so... Some of you don't know her, but she's... She's just always giving and caring for everybody, just giving and caring. And I happen to be, she's up here and father is up here, and I happen to be doing some stuff for her and just familiar with the kids. I never met them, but just familiar with them. And as such, I've been privy to her dispensation and approach to her children, and there is never a time when she's not talking about her children, everything that woman is thinking about, with regards to her future, what she want to do in life, she always bring up her kids, always bring up her kids. I don't to do something with with them, it no reference to her kids. She finds some way for bringing her kids in it, so. She's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul, and just a caring, compassion. I mean, I just say that people, like anybody who come in our presence and interact with her, you see it, everybody just leave with the same. And that is what makes stuff like this rough, because, there's some wicked, dirty people out there, some evil people out there, and sometimes you wonder, like, why certain things happen to the good people, but that is another discussion for another time, But Java have a thing she like to be strong for everybody, right? She like to be strong for everybody, and even now when it happens, she, cause, Garnet him can hardly talk, and, the relatives them for different things, which I'm not getting into. But you can imagine, people just, no parent should bury their child, and no parent definitely should bury their 14-year-old child, the suddenness of these things and the unexpectancy, the unexpected, something like that, it just overwhelming. And, she has to be careful because, yesterday she was in the hospital, her blood pressure go up and things like that. And this is, let's just say, this is an area she has never been in. So this is a tremendous loss, and this is something that the gravity of which, the weight of which is very heavy. So usually in these situations, you have to be careful that you don't think like, okay, I'll just be strong as usual, because this can be different, and of course, everybody handles things differently, but so she unquestionably, needs all the support that she can get without the support being overwhelming. Sometimes people can be so supportive that they become too much too. So it has to be measured, and you have to be feeling people and stuff like that. And but still, rally around her with the support. That's why I just want to say huge, 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 huge commendation to her ANC sisters, who have been amazing, in their concern and in their compassion and in their, in their care and support for her. So, kudos to the ANC members and things like that. And but it's gonna be a rough ride for her. In the present, right here now, So again, Java lost her son, her 14-year-old, to a drown. He drowned in Jamaica. On top of that, yesterday, the grandmother of one of my children passed away yesterday. And after the show, he doesn't know yet for reasons we're not getting into, but his grandfather passed away last year. Last year, July, his grandfather passed away, and that was rough for him. And this year, July, his grandmother passed away. So after this show, we're gonna let him know. I know how to do those things, and we just want to say strength and protection to his mom, who rough on her because she, you lose your mom, enough said, that's rough, So after the show, myself and other family members, we're going to break it to him, and which is, it's going to be a little bit, probably a tad tricky, because he's a very empathetic, feeling person, and he already did not get past his grandfather yet, and then having to go and deal with this now, so things are happening, and unfortunately these things sometimes don't make sense, but yeah, death is a part of life. And you just have to know how to deal with it, as best you can. And then sometimes these things just come in ways that, it's not your choice, And I'm not in that Jamaican thing about it comes in threes. I do not subscribe to that. I don't want to hear it, right? I know many Jamaicans like, oh, your death comes in threes, or who next? Me no de so. All right? So nobody say anything like that to me or even imply it in any way or whatever, okay? Things happen and you strength up and you tough up and things like that till you do what you have to do. So again, tam farmers, one of our tam farmers is going through a rough time now, and now is the time to rally around her and show her some love and blessings and support any which way we can, okay? And again, Java, she has lost her 14-year-old son who drowned, 2 days ago in Jamaica, in a river. And that is the big issue here now, All right? So show her some love. Trokisha, she went through a loss recently too, and Anthony and Antarsha, they went through a loss of somebody really close also, sibling too, and so in the midst of us being thankful for the blessings that we have, we have those realities to contend with also, and they're not easy, you know. So just want to show support to those people, you know. Before I go, we're gonna stay for like a 5-10 minutes. If anybody want to call in and say anything to Java, I'm sure some nice encouraging words would be appreciated. No, so if anybody want to say anything to Java, you see the numbers there on the screen. You can do so now before I leave. Exactly, Antarsha. People, just as a reminder, you know, every day is a gift. Every day is a gift. You know, and whether we like it or not, there is a randomness to this thing where there's some predictability there where we know a lot of people pass in their old age. But there's a randomness to it also where we also don't know when is your time. And some of it don't make sense to me. I was raised in a Christian home, and I remember there was a fire, and you know, some infants were in the fire, and I had a hard time. You know, some things would test your faith, and but you know, because again, I was raised in a Christian home, so it was just automatic, you know, God and Satan and good and evil, and God protects us and all that stuff and whatever. So I had a hard time reconciling babies dying in a fire, you know, and I remember thinking, like, whenever you strike a matches and the fire come down, but you think how hot that is, and you know, them things, they're rough, you know, and at different juncture, I went through that same thing. I don't know if you all remember, there was a woman in St. Thomas who was crossing with her 3 children, and a taxi man who was speeding and whatever, you know, unalived all 3 children. Mashed me up, you know. I don't know the woman, I don't know the chin, but I just could not, you know, and just like, you know, a mother. And men, don't vex, men. But that type of burden where women have to bear with losing, I don't think we can understand it, you know. You know, when women lose them belly pain, them where they, you know, belly pain as in their children, Jamaican term. You know, I just couldn't fathom what that woman must have been going through, you know. And then over and over and over again, right throughout, you know, but all these instances where I'm just like, you know, you see all them dirty, wicked, evil people out there going thing and whatever, you know. And these things just randomly happen to good people. But it's a reality. And given that reality, it is therefore incumbent on us. Live your life, people. Live your life. Let these things always be a reminder to you that you owe it to yourself to manage your life. There's a phrase out there, you know, you're the CEO of your life. If things go good, you get credit. You know, if you're running a company and the company do good, you the CEO, get credit feed. So if anything bad in your life happen, your choices you're making. So make choice to live your life to the fullest. And as you do so, you know, be good to those who have been there for you, who care about you, who show you love, genuine love, consistently so, particularly at times when you don't deserve it or you don't deserve as much love as they give you, but they all unfalteringly, accord that love to you, and they're there for you and care for you and look out for you and whatever, let them know you care about them, you love them, you appreciate them, you are grateful for what they did, okay? Because if you have some real good people in your life right now, you must be thankful for them and tell them. Don't just know it. Tell them. And the real good people, they always respond with something like, don't worry about it. Da, 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 da. Listen, still tell them. Still tell them. They'll appreciate it. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Raga.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
We're here. It's just, it's just so rough. Firstly, I must say definitely, our condolences to, the passing of your little one's grandmother.
Mhm.
Um, just having to break that to him, I'm sure, it won't be easy.
Mhm.
So, our thoughts and prayers are definitely with you. And I just want Java to know that she's not alone. I know she's so strong, but now is when you need to lean on us, and we're here. Um, we're here for her, not only through the good times and all the fun, but I think this is when it really matters now. And it's just so unimaginable. All I can do is just imagine. And I just want to say, Java, you have the entire Tam fam, you have us, and we're here for you to lean on through the bad days and the good days, because you're gonna have some days where you do feel a little bit better, but not 100%. But through the good and the bad, just know that you have us to lean on for whatever it is that you may need. And as I tell her, it doesn't matter what time of the night, I will pick up for her. I will pick up for her. I will travel for her. It doesn't matter. We're here for you. And at times, you don't need to be strong. You have people around you that will help you through this. And that's all I want to say, Raga.
Blessings, man, blessings. And I just want to say big respect to you too and Anthony too, because you guys lost a sibling too. We never really, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it has been rough for you guys too, and so strength and protection too, I don't know, those call, you know me no bother people, right? and that's the only reason why I'm gonna call so late one night here, because I say, you have to know, have to
Yeah.
know, you and Anthony have to know, and things.
Yeah.
So, but again, people, and Tarsha and Anthony, they lost a sibling too, and it's been rough on them too. So, and people going through some tough times now and things. So you don't know strength and protection. All right.
For sure.
All right, then
And,
blessings.
we appreciate you.
Not don't worry about blessings, man. Respect, man. All right.
All right.
Love and
Thank you.
blessings, man. Cool.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I'll just wait a few more minutes and see if anybody else want to call in, and then just kind of leave it there. And for those of you who are just coming in, you haven't seen Java for a couple of days, and and that is because she unfortunately lost her son. And I did ask her if I can say this on the air. I always do that anyway. And because Java would keep things in it. You know that it happened, and Java is at work and she don't tell nobody. And I'm like, Java, you lost your son. And she's like, no, I don't want people to get upset because they're going to get upset. She's always thinking about people's feelings and so forth. That's how she's still naturally like that, put on or anything. She's just always like that. And so again, Java lost her son, 14-year-old, unfortunately, drowned. And I don't need to say anything more, Parents, you know what's up. Especially mothers, you know what's up. And even if I would imagine that most of you have not experienced losing your young child, but, just imagine losing your young child, and then the gravity and the weight of that becomes apparent and fairly obvious, so she'll go through it, right, heavy, not surprisingly, So we just want to say straight support to her, condolences, I'm sending it out to her on behalf of all of you, because I know in particular, the particular makeup of the group that, listen to the show presently, it's, a more mature feeling crowd, a kind of sober-centered crowd. So I know say when I go feel a concern and in some ways, just share the weight which I carry right now and things like that, All right. I'm going to have to leave. For those of you who are late, the second thing is that one of my children, lost his grandmother, and we haven't told him yet, So I'm going. We set up a thing where we're going to tell him. Well, after the show, it's supposed to be between 6 and so. Which should be interesting because lost his grandfather last year, July last year, and now I'm losing grandmother this year, July, so when they're that young, it's important to know what you're doing. I was telling us that the 5 questions will always permeate everything, the 4 W's and the H. Where, what, when, and the all-important why. But you have the H, which is the how. The why is usually, very, very important. But in situations like these, the how is very important. So how you do it can be impactful in a lasting, permanent way. You ever go through them things there when they say, where were you when so-and-so happened? And, people like at that moment, it was all about the how, So that's it. There are sad moments, but there are also moments for us to appreciate the positives in our life and to manage our lives to ensure that it is not permeated with negativity that result in us wasting time not enjoying and appreciating the elements of this thing called life, for which we all should be grateful for, Okay? So I'm going to go now. And prayers up. Want y'all to send up some prayers for Java and to give her strength, and keep her in your prayers, keep her in your hearts. Love and blessings. All right, Tam fam, big up yourself, One Tam fam, saying. And I remember death is a part of life, and we support each other through everything, through the good times and through the rough times. And again, more I say big up to the ANC ladies, the way on the dead phone a sister, I love that. I love that. All right. Love and blessings. Thank you for your time, people. All right. Blessings. Cool. Pauline Williams in the Tam Farm TV chat. I think you made a mistake with an emoji. So just for clarification, you might want to delete that post and, repost if you so choose. Again, Pauline Williams, you made a post regarding your niece in Canada. And I am pretty certain you made a mistake with the emoji. Sometimes people... Okay, good. You noticed it. Okay, good. If you want, I could delete it for you, I mean, the thread can be accessed in different ways, so I can delete it for you. Okay, I did. Now, big up yourself, Ellie.